Well, here we are again. Back.
Yep.
It's late March. And
It's hard to believe.
is it possible that breakup is happening now?
No, it's not possible.
You never know. We have all of April to go.
Duh.
But he's cutting some trenches. He's got some water up front here that in the foreground of that screen where he's got to move that stuff. And good thing, the driveway's downhill. So
And it will, too.
as we know from our plumbing class, water flows downhill.
And it will, too. That's a good lesson.
Yeah, he's looking it over. Let's see, he's got... Oh, hey, that's a pretty good little trick. I like that.
I like that, too. Very good trick.
It looks like there's a couple inches of slush there
At least a couple inches.
on top. So it's pretty warm. Is that a postal truck I saw go by?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Mr. Postman.
Wait, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see. Yeah, look at that. There is a couple inches. Inches of slush.
Maybe 3 inches in some places.
It's nice and soft, though. It's easy to get it off. Now's the time to do it.
You want to do it during the day.
You know, tonight it just freezes up again.
Freezes again.
You know, 3 in the afternoon when it's been sitting out there and it gets pretty soft. That's the time to hit it. Get that water starting to move.
Got to move that water. Well, he's good with that.
Nice technique, Dan. He's got the two-hand there on the two-hand handle.
2 hands are good.
Nice approach. Looks good.
Easy to control. You know, I haven't met anybody yet.
What the heck's he doing here? Right? Taking a little break, I guess.
Those are very thick chips.
Oh, that looked like a good chip.
I wonder if Paul and Picton's eaten any potato chips lately.
That looks tasty. Well, the break's over.
Tasty chips.
Who doesn't like a good chip?
You know, I haven't met anybody yet.
And he's got a piece of chipping equipment over there with that. It's called an ad. It's got a point on one head and flat long piece on the other.
Back to the chips.
It's an old one.
Speaking of chips,
I talked with him earlier, and he told me he's had that a good 30, 35 years.
I wouldn't trust anybody who didn't like a potato chip.
There's something up in the tree.
Bird.
Yep, well, he's got him. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Oh, I thought he was gonna.
Yes,
Oh, it's a reflector. He just broke the reflector.
driveway reflector.
I bet those things only last a year.
Well, they cost about $5 a piece.
Well, you see, he's a little behind this year because they went to New Zealand and they were gone for 6 weeks, and he wasn't able to get the driveway cleared like he normally would when he's there. I mean, as soon as it stops snowing, he's out.
I think that's where the chips came
in
from.
this case, when you hired a guy to come over and do it, they said, give him. He'll be there within 24 hours. So you've already driven it up, and the house sitter's already driven it up there 1 or 2 times in the course of the day. So it gets packed.
It's too late to wait. You got to do it right away.
And they just don't do as good a job as you yourself do it.
Never do as good a job.
Oh, I see what he's going to do there, where the water's puddling up. He's got to get in that ditch.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
That ditch underneath that snow, that's a good. That ditch is good 4 feet deep.
I've heard that.
So that won't fill up with water. He can get as much water in there as it'll hold.
Well,
which will be a lot.
It will be a lot, because that's a big ditch.
He wrote in a book earlier that the trenching is one of his most fun activities.
He wrote a book?
You see, he's good at it.
He wrote a book about trenching?
He's got this down to a science. This isn't his first rodeo, I'll tell you that right now.
A science book about trenching? He's fast, I'll tell you that.
It's a 2-equipment job. I think you could probably have a third out there. You might want to be chipping big pieces of ice, but we'll see. We'll see what he does here.
Well, I think that'll come later when you start getting into the hard stuff, I think. It's pretty soft.
There. Well, see, he's using the flat end there, the chipper. Got to keep your feet back.
His feet are fine.
That looks like it's close to his feet, but it's really not.
Angle of the camera.
He's a professional.
Angle of the camera. Ooh.
Oh, break time again. Boy, that's a thick-looking chip. You know, those thick ones, those are good for dipping.
Very good dippers.
Oh, that's nice, thick edges on there. Huh. That one actually looks like the state of Georgia.
Remember that lady, she was on Johnny Carson, she had a potato chip that looked like Abraham Lincoln?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a chip. I think the lady with the Cheeto, that was a different show. Maybe that was David Letterman.
No, it wasn't Cheetos. No, this was potato chips on Johnny Carson. Let's look at that. Let's look at that.
It was Johnny Carson, I think.
Thank you.
Is that what you said? Johnny Carson?
That's what I said. Well, twice. Let's look at that.
That looks good. You know, you can just keep coming back to some of these areas in the course of the day as you're doing this and see how the water's starting to flow.
Well, it is flowing.
Because it'll, just the water itself will eat it. It will eat through the ice. Oh, that's a nice.
Ah, good.
Oh, picking up the reflectors. Yep, that's a good.
You don't need them in the summer.
That's a good thing to do.
Only nighttime.
No, they don't reflect much in the daytime, do they?
Another opening, another show. From Philly, Boston to Oopsie, Baltimore. Another stage folks to say hello. Another opening up, another show.
Yeah, let's take a look and see how that's flowing now.
She's a good flowage.
Come on. There you go.
A good flower.
Nice work. So he's using it multiple different ways.
He wrote a book about
That's
this, you said.
That's called an ads. I think it's ADZ. Clown around. You clown around, you get clown results. Got that nail. He did write a book, and earlier in the book he mentioned in the ads, and the reason why he's got that nail stuck in there is because the head would flop down because that's original handle, and the wood's pretty well shrunk, so he's drive some nails in there, hold her in place. It's an old trick.
Well, you don't want a floppy head.
Now, this is his third tool here. That's his chipper.
Chop, 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 chop. He's moving right along there.
Using a different muscle there too, so let you be out there working a little bit longer instead of just having the same tool or two tools.
This is really an interesting show.
Yeah, if you put that up in the center like he's doing, see that'll just melt off from the radiation of the sun. A couple hours that stuff will be melted, so it'll actually melt quicker than the stuff he's shoveling up out of the way.
It's a good strategy.
That you see happening right now.
Yeah. See, that stuff will last a day or two longer. Well, wrapping it up.
Well, there it starts. Oh, little dam. Yeah, I guess every now and then that stuff will accumulate there. So just shove it out with your foot.
There you go.
Get the water flowing.
Well, that's about
Get the water
wraps
flowing.
everything up.